sleep with my daughter now, and so it's very acrobatic. Those of you who are mothers, you spend a lot of time like sleep training your child. Like, it's really exciting for you to sleep in your own bed.
Because certainly whatever her experience is, like eating cereal for dinner at 10 o'clock, and that's a mom's dinner, is your experience too.
When everything happened, it's just that all went out the window, and I was like, whether you like it or not, you're sleeping with your mother.
Really? Because there's a word for that, and it typically involves child services.
I remember sitting with my pastor.
You're going to see her de-emphasize a lot of the Catholic talk, because that's not good for fundraising.
I told him, I was like, there's one thing in here that I haven't added.
Then it's not in there. I only emphasize things like this because of her claim to be summa cum laude. It's absurd.
I said, this is not something to be prescripted. There's going to be something in the moment. I want the Holy Spirit to convict me to say it. I don't want to say it just because. Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. That young man, I forgive him.
Backpack, go to school, and that he's abusing him.
How many times is, God has forgiven us for everything. And again, it's not to condone. I'm not condoning.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
It's the worst thing you could ever go through in your entire life.
Look at all the thumbs up. Look how cute that is.
Saying that was my moment of being able to literally make a statement against Satan, saying, you can take my husband and you can try to divide this country.
We want the best for our country. They don't. Who had a more effective last 100 years? Leftism or Christianity? These people have perverted the truth. We know we're on the winning side.
I need to be here for my babies. Raise the babies, run Turning Point. I need to be there for my kids.
So let the Lord handle that.
That's not righteous anger. That is a petulant child. That's somebody who forgets that there was a criminal on the cross who professed faith in Jesus. Probably the family of the person he murdered or whatever horrible crime he committed to witnessed Jesus forgiving him and saying that today he would be in the kingdom of heaven.
I'm okay with the world not understanding me.
Candace Owens.
Words are very powerful, and we are human. Every morning I wake up to a new headline lying about me.
Never say what I don't mean.
The degree to which she is embarrassing herself, the organization, and her husband. There are no adequate adjectives. Still not a vampire.
What you would say to him? Nothing.
That's a perfectly acceptable answer.
You would say nothing. I have nothing to say to you.
Well, now you're talking to him.
Really have nothing to say to any of them. I would look at them almost like, I'm so glad I'm not you.
There you go again.
Pray that, you figure out a way to be right with the Lord.
What if the parents are right with the Lord? And certainly you're praying for his salvation, right? For him to come to Christ. You're not just praying that the government will decide to kill him, make heaven crowded. Then he would just get to hang out with Charlie, being that he was the kind of young man that Charlie was out to save, the same young man that you're condemning to hell in front of the world. I think Charlie would appreciate his company.
Very just-filled God.
They started to clap for this guy to burn in hell. Now, what is she said, they serve a just-filled God. Filling means that something was empty. God wasn't void of justice. He is justice. He is love. At the same time, he is all these things, complete in and of himself. It's unbelievable that I have to explain these things from somebody that is CEO over an organization that includes TPUSA Faith.
Just some grace would be nice.
Where's Daddy? What do you tell a 3-year-old? Daddy loves you so much. Don't you worry. He's on a work trip with Jesus, so he can afford your blueberry budget.
Considering all the things working against them that she has put into motion, she'd better buckle up. You are looking at the most pristine example of a demonic foothold.
I have a photo in my phone to prove that I actually was in the hospital because I was having contractions. So, game on.
Honey, nobody ever said you were on the planes. You need some better people around you.
They'll say we can't find a fair jury.
She was losing her mind. She came out of the gate pissy and angry and almost possessed.
Like they're going to taint the jury pool. And in that case,
She was having a breakdown.
Any amount of anger in my heart and spirit, the Lord would not be able to use me.
That's Erica Kirk, CEO of TPUSA, saying that her emotions are more powerful than the will of God. Let's just start with had some huge temper tantrums. God still worked in the midst of those. Used him to get the people out of Egypt. There's some great movies on it. So pissed that God wanted to do anything with the people of Nineveh. You know, kind of how you feel about liberals. You know, unclean. There are others, but let's just go with Paul. Saul, actually. He is angry in his persecution of Christians. Watching Stephen get stoned to death, and he's probably loving it. Then, you know, he's on the way to the next place, and God knocks his ass off a donkey to get his attention. So I think if he can deal with Saul in that position, he can knock your ass off your high horse.